Overdosing changed my life. When I was 16, I ended up overdosing on prescribed medication from the doctors. And, waking up in the hospital bed to my mom being there and her explaining to me what was going on was one of the biggest life-changing events I've ever had in my life. That moment alone was one of the biggest reasons why I woke up and decided to better my life, that I wanted to change it for the betterment of myself and the people around me. Because I knew at that moment that I was at a point where I was so lost in my own mind that I had to find myself and who I was through many different events. But ultimately, it guided me to the pursuit and the journey of self-betterment and growth and following the creator, following whatever you want to call is like your higher power. For me, it changed my life. It was one of the worst events that could have happened, but it also was one of the most empowering because it gave me what I needed to work every day to get to a better spot. And not even necessarily a better spot, but just a healthier version of who I am, a more in tune version, a more grounded version of who I truly am, rather than being so lost in the concepts that I was in, I guess. So for me, some of the darkest and most dangerous times in my life have brought some of the most beautiful outcomes that I could never have seen. So I hope you can see that in your own life, there's going to be moments that are hard and that you don't necessarily understand, but in the long run, they are there for the betterment of yourself. They are there to help you get to a point to want to rebuild who you are. Because you have to be broken down to then get to a point where you're like, I want to rebuild. So I hope you got some inspiration from this. Sprinkle some of your magic on that like button. Thank you for following along, and we'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.